Hey, 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 what's going on? It's Tara again. I'm here to demonstrate an amazing 5-minute full coverage makeup. Now, I want to go over a couple of things before we set the timer. Somebody set a timer. I don't have one in here with me, but I know I can do it. I know I can do it. Okay, so before you try to apply this makeup, you want to make sure your skin is clean, toned, and moisturized. The best way to make sure that you can be quick, because a lot of women out there, we want to look good, we ain't got the time to sit around and put on traditional makeup. That could take a while. So, hello, thank you for hopping on. You're going to want to make sure that your brushes are clean. Hello, Bobby. And so what we have right now, what we had before was Restore. Right now, hello, Sarah. We have now Houdini. It's the same formulation and new branding. They just wanted to spice it up, and it's a much prettier bottle and all that fun stuff. But this instantly dries. So you may have seen some brush cleaners where you spray it and you got to wait for it. You could literally do this right before you put your makeup on, and it's good. And the thing that's beautiful about it, besides all that, it smells like cotton candy. So it's like a very pleasant experience when you're putting on your makeup. So clean brushes, very important to have a clean face and a moisturized face. Okay, so that's bound to happen. It's live, right? Just gonna put that over there. I did some decluttering today, and I'm not quite done, so I hope you don't see a whole bunch of the mess that's going on behind me. But my table's all ready to go. So let me show you the brushes that I'm going to use. Unfortunately, I don't know the names of them all. I know this is the 30-second hack. If you only had one brush, maybe I should do it with just one brush. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do it with just one brush. I'm not going to confuse anything. No, I can't. I can't do it that way. 30-second hack. If you only got one, this could do it all. Okay? I will apply the highlighter here. I will use this end for the contour and this for the contour. I'm going to also show you, stick around, pretty cool trick for hooded eyes during your makeup application to help you out with that. And then this is, I believe, the Buffy brush. I have it written. I can't see. I think it's the Buffy brush. It's got a stiffer end here and then a softer end here. And those are the only brushes that I'm going to use. Now, I'm only going to do the foundation, okay? I'm not going to do my eyes, no mascara. I'm not going to do my brows. I'm just going to do the full coverage on my face. I'm pretty excited about it because, one thing that I love about it the most, and let me just tell you this right now. Let me take a sip of my water, is that as the day goes on, I find that the makeup lays on my face even better. So I don't have touch-up times. I don't have to worry about any of that. And I just love the way it is. I also have a freshly cleaned beauty blender because I'm going to need that. I will also use a brush that is not in our collection, but I would think that this stiffer end would do the job. This I had got at Sally Beauty Supply. It was on sale, and I love it. I do 2 blends. Okay? So what I'm going to do here today is I'm going to show you what this is my basic palette, okay? This is what I use all the time. This is... Right here is the bronzer, okay? Hello, Amanda. What's going on? This is the highlight. This is my contour. This is my blush. This is one of my illuminators. I use that, you'll see, because I'll get it all on. And this is another illuminator. That's a powder illuminator called Photo Finish. So this one here is Bella. This one here is, I think it's Wheat, Indigo, Nude, Pearl, and Photoshop. Okay, those are the names. So if you're looking around, but you definitely want to send me a selfie. If you check out that photo album that I made, you're going to want to do a natural light selfie, and in that, you're going to want to send it to me. You want me to color match you. It's going to give you the best experience. I mean, you could try to figure it out, and I know some people do. I just want you to be happy right away and minimize the need to return things or something like that. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. I'm a little nervous. I always get nervous when I try to do this, even though I do it like this all the time by myself. So I don't know why. I always start with contour. However, for this application, I'm going to start with the highlight, which is what most people will consider your regular foundation color. And I am not going to be doing a full... you know how... The thing about this is you don't have to put one layer on and then another thing and then another thing. You can actually put everything on and then blend it together and it kind of weaves together, and it's a much lighter finish. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to get started with the highlight. So, who's got a timer? Let me see what you said, Amanda. Oh, I got, like I've kind of known how to do makeup, but I usually am very tomboy. I just like that. It's funny that you'd never know it from the products I got over here. I've got beauty products galore. The thing is I started wearing makeup, just to give you a little background, and couldn't wait till I got off work to get it off. And I was using Physicians Formula, which is good makeup. I looked nice in it, don't get me wrong. I just couldn't wait to get it off my face. I started looking for something that was going to be simpler to apply and something that would make me look really nice and not feel so gross. And I found this, and I love it. So that's what's up. So what we're going to do is, hey Katie, Texter, what's going on? I'm just going to start, and we can determine whether or not I made it in the 5 minutes. I guess by the end of it, I should have got some sort of clock in here or something, but I'm not going to worry about it. I'm just going to go. So on your mark, get set, go. So what I'll do is I'll start right underneath the eye, and I'm patting because I'm older. If you're younger, you can do more brush strokes, but I suggest that you start with the patting right away in life. This way you never have to worry about switching your technique, and your skin will like you for it. Going right down the center of the nose and back over to this eye, right underneath, and in a kind of triangle of light situation going on here. My goal here is to try to diminish the discoloration in my skin. I'm going to go here, and I'm going to make a kind of rainbow with this color going from the middle of both eyes right down. I am going to put it on the lid of my eye. You'll see why. This is kind of a little trick, and I'll go over that when I do my eye tutorial as well. I know where my contour is going to go because I use it first usually. So I'm going to put this where it would go. Now this is going on pretty heavy because I want you to be able to see it. Hello, Pam. And I also want to undeepen some deeper lines that are casting shadows on my aging face. You might not have to worry about that, but I do. So I'm going to go just like that. That's where the highlight's going. I'm done. Onto contour, and I'm going into that deep dark color that you saw before, and that's called Indigo. I like dark contour. You don't have to be this dark. I'm going to start right here, right under the cheekbone. I'm not going to curve it because I have a round face, but if you had a long face and you wanted to make it fuller looking, you would curve a little bit at the bottom there. And it's just right under my cheekbone. I am supporting and lifting my cheekbone. And let me go to the forehead. And this you don't see as much on the forehead, but that's okay. I'm going to go to my temples. If you have a longer face, you don't want any of this on your temples. You want to round your face out. It depends on what your goal is. This works perfectly for my big round face. Hello, Marissa. And then what I want to do is I want to give myself my chin from the 20s, or my 30s. I'm not going to go to the 20s. And I'm going to carve out this, making sure that I've got plenty of contour on that jowl that's starting to begin because I just turned 48. I'm not turning. And I'm going to go around like that. I'm going to carve this out. And it's already cutting my chin. Do you see it? You see it? It's amazing. I am going to continue. I have a wide neck. I'm in the process of losing weight. But that doesn't mean I have to have a linebacker's neck right now. So I'm creating an illusion. I'm not diminishing my beauty. I'm accentuating it by focusing, helping people focus on what I want them to focus on. I also don't like how cushy that is, so I put contour there too. And I'm already thinning up. It's like a facelift without the pain. This is the most important part of the contour, and I told you guys to check this out, especially, I'll do it again during the eye tutorial because I use this. On your nose, depending on how thin you want it, I've got a pretty decent sized nose, I don't worry about it, but I'll go kind of thin. I'm going to go right down the center, not the center, right close to the center, and I'm going to do that over here too. And that's going to thin my nose out a little bit. I'm going to dust it off there. I have a really big upper lip. So I'm going to create more of a shadow under my nose here. I've got tiny lips, so I'm going to contour a little there. And then right above where I wish my crease was, is I'm going to contour where I wish my crease in my hooded eyes was. This, my friends, changes everything. You don't have to follow the rules anymore for hooded eyes when you contour your eyes. You could just put your makeup on like the people with the almond eyes. And I also like to accentuate that. I like to draw that back. That part's done. Okay, so now I'm going to go in the Beauty Blender that's dampened and squeezed out and clean. And I'm going to tap everything. And this is just going to help weave the sections together. It's not the end. I do 2 blends. Some people can do it with just this. It's not for me. I need to do 2 blends. I feel the better it's blended, the better I look. Sometimes I forget here, so I gotta get in there, make sure that it's blended, and around the lip. And before I do any more blending, I'm gonna go in with my blush. I'm gonna take the stiff end of this awesome brush, tap it right in there like that. I'm gonna smirk, and I'm gonna go like that. I don't need to go right on the apple because I have an apple-y face. If you have a really thin face and no apple, go on the apple. And I make a C motion just like that. And that is all the blush that I need. Then from there I'm going to illuminate. I want to brighten it up. And I'm going to put a little bit of that cream illuminator right in between here. My eyes don't like powder there, so that works. I also like this right down the center of the nose. Right here on the Cupid's bow. And then the rest of the illuminator is done with powder. And what I do is if I was sitting in front of the sunlight, that's my favorite, but I can use it because I'm using a beauty light, a beauty ring. Tap it right where the light hits my face. I'm going to let that kind of show me. I'm going to put it up here and right there. It's all done. All I got to do is my final blend. You ready? And I'm not going to be gentle with that. I'm going to push that in and move it around. And you have already set it with the Beauty Blender. You're good to go. You can go ahead and blend in. You're not going to hurt it. You're not going to hurt your makeup. You've already taken off the excess and set it where it needs to be. And you're going to be flawless. And the best way to end it is with the Stay spray. Now, your makeup, you're going to let that dry. Your makeup will stay on all day long and just look better as you go. Anybody time me? Because I'm pretty sure I did it in 5 minutes. Because now I'm done. So what I would do after that is I would go ahead and I would make sure my eyebrows are done. I would do any shadow and mascara. You can stop here, especially if you're contouring on your eyes. You can stop here. I feel like I look really great right now. Let me put my glasses down. So, I sprayed it with my glasses on. Getting old sometimes, you know what I'm saying? But so that dries pretty nice. I have a nice healthy glow. Let me see if I should turn that down so you can see a little bit better. I think this is a little bright. And let me switch it to like that nighttime look so you can get a better look. There we go. That looks more realistic. And so I've thinned out my face a little bit. I've cut my jaw. I've shortened how big that appears. I've got my eyes are contoured. I could apply eyeshadow right now like somebody with an almond eye, and I can pull it off. It's amazing. I have full coverage. I could go back there if I wanted to, right here, this little red mark, with some more highlight, or I could use a lighter shade, but I don't really get too stressed out about it because of how perfect it makes everything else. A little imperfections, okay. I know you guys, if you saw me yesterday, I try to focus on clarity of skin rather than wrinkles. Another reason why is I really love Illuminator. And if you go a little crazy with Illuminator, it will enhance your wrinkles. So I don't worry about that because I like to be illuminated. So with that being said, feel free to go check out my website, browse around. If it's something that's interested to you, I mean, as you buy more, you'll get free compacts. But you can start 1 tin at a time. They last forever. They don't go bad. You know how when you buy regular makeup, you're supposed to toss certain things at certain times after you open them. This does not happen with us. If you're looking for actual mascara, we don't sell it. We don't sell it, which is weird. If you want to know, I'll tell you about why the name came up the way it is. What's the other thing I wanted to tell you? Feel free to browse around. Just check it out. If you're liking what you're seeing and now's not your time, you know, maybe you want to get this for your mom or you want to get this for your daughter. This stuff is major European grade, so I'm not going to claim organic and all that fun stuff, but the least amount of chemicals that could possibly be done, it's European grade. If you know what that means, you know what I'm talking about. Feel free to join my beauty group. I go in there and I do all sorts of stuff. I don't just focus on the makeup. I love to talk about skincare. I love to talk about how to feel better and all of that. And it's a really great environment. It's not a very, I don't know if you've ever been in a makeup group and it's all like sales, 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 sales. And that's not at all what I'm doing. I'm trying to express myself and show how beautiful I feel on the inside, on the outside. And sometimes that reverses, and that's okay. And I'm here to help other people do that as well. So that being said, thank you guys so much for coming and hanging out with me this beautiful evening. I'll see you on the other side. Peace. Bye.